What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we had a game between the Chicago Bulls and the Orlando Magic to talk about. And look, at the end of the day, we were challenged in this game. It almost felt like the Bulls were going to follow the same formula that they have in the last two games and crumble underneath the pressure that Orlando was providing in the second half. And although they were very close at times to falling to that pressure, the Bulls, in all fairness, responded to that pressure well and ended up picking a pretty good win against the Orlando Magic. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls overall game today. Who was your player of the game? Your thoughts and opinions on how well the Bulls played. We won this game 128 to 109, and look, it's a good response from, again, collapsing in the Indiana Pacers game, collapsing in the Charlotte Hornets game. But at the end of the day, the same situation for the Bulls still bears the same, at least in my opinion at least. I still don't believe the Bulls are going to make that massive run that we need them to make to walk out with convincing, I guess, wins and climbing the standings to avoid the play-in. I really think right now, the way that I see it, our limit is still the play-in tournament. And at the end of the day, that is a very, very unfortunate circumstance, but it is a circumstance we have to take on board. And this game against Orlando is a good win. It's a positive, I guess, start for the Chicago Bulls. Or I wouldn't say positive even start. It's a positive game for the Chicago Bulls. But at the end of the day, does it really mean that much in the whole grand scheme of things? I think every win is a good win to have, and at this point in the season you have to take every win as they come. But how can the Bulls stay consistent? That's the question. And at this point, I truly don't believe consistency and the Chicago Bulls will ever go together. But you have to respond. When people are questioning your mental fortitude, questioning your work ethic, questioning your I guess pressure situations and all that, and you continue to let them down, you would have had to respond eventually. But a response, at least from the Bulls side of things, has to be more than just one game. We need to see constant games of the Bulls maintaining, managing leads every single game. That's how we will see this Bulls team truly respond from the, I guess, situation they currently are in with their record at the moment, and of course just their inconsistent play in general. Now I must say, in all honesty and in all fairness, I don't want to lie to you guys, I was watching multiple things at the same time essentially in this game out, so I don't have every single minute detail down to a T. I was watching the Royal Rumble. If you guys know what that is, good for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. Again, I was watching the Bulls as well, so my mind wasn't completely on the Bulls game. And to be fair, the last couple of performances, I don't think many people have their minds focused on Bulls games right now. They're focusing on the trade deadline. They're focusing on what moves and trades the Bulls are going to make, if they make any. And that will really determine how the rest of the season will go for many Bulls fans. But I did watch the game. I like how we responded in the second half. Again, we were challenged. Orlando were coming back, and we basically did the job. We did the job. We managed the lead. We walked away with a win. Orlando did not, I believe, have a lead in the second half of that game whatsoever. So very, very positive stuff for the Chicago Bulls. And with that in mind, let's look at the individual performances today. Let's talk about the positives and the negatives in this game. Starting off with DeMar DeRozan, who had 32 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 block in this game. 11 from 14 from the field, 5 from 5 from the three-point line. We're starting to see similar traits with DeMar DeRozan that we've seen all season, and it's becoming a little bit more consistent. In the first quarter, DeMar DeRozan is kind of sitting back and letting his teammates do, I guess, the dirty work for him and seeing how they go in that instance. And then he starts to get a little bit heated up in the second, third, and fourth quarters of a game, mainly in the second half of a game. So I felt like that's the exact same thing, but extremely high efficiency today. Look, he only took 14 shots, but he made 11 of them in this game. No one from Orlando could really guard him. If you put a bigger body on him, he could have attacked the basket. If you put a smaller body on him, it's just a mismatch in general. So DeMar was a big problem in this game, and I think he was a very big difference in why we won this game compared to losing it, because again, his efficiency was on another level. His 8 assists were also on a very good level as well, and there was no one person on Orlando that could really stop that level of player, which is something we should have seen in the first game around, but it is what it is. Let's just say Other guys also stepped up big time compared to the last time we versed the Orlando Magic. So a big performance from DeMar DeRozan today. Patrick Williams, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal and 1 block. 7 from 11 from the field, 2 from 4 from the 3-point line. Another solid performance from Patrick Williams in this timeout. Very positive to see, as well as he made some big shots in this game as well to make sure that we managed to lead well. We gave him a little bit of responsibility and he actually took it a long way today. So I am very proud of Patrick Williams. In the last couple of games, he's getting more and more into the double digits, getting more and more into that 12 to 15 to 16 point range every single game now. So it's a step up, it's progression from where he was last season till now. We'll see if he can continue to take elevated steps in the future as well. The whole point of Patrick Williams, you need to see him get better every single game. That's what we need to see with Patrick Williams. And yes, he'll have some stumbling blocks, but most of the time you want to see him progress. And I think he has progressed from, I guess, the start of the season until now. So that is a positive sign to see. Nikola Vucevic, 26 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists on the night with 2 blocks, 11 from 18 from the field, 2 from 5 from the 3-point line. This is Nikola Vucevic's old stomping grounds, the Orlando Magic. He's been there for years and years and years, and I'm not surprised that he had a great game in this time out as well. As much as we like to, I guess, make fun of Vucevic from time to time, a lot of people want him out of the Chicago Bulls. In recent performances, he has been very good for the Chicago Bulls team when we continue to go to him. He had 15 points, I believe, in the first quarter, and moving into that second quarter, if I'm not mistaken. He had a great first half of that game, and it rolls on really for the rest of the game as well. In my opinion, he's a key part of being a player of the game candidate as well. He was really good in this game, I must say. And of course, the fact that he did it against Orlando as well, I don't think anyone can really complain about that situation as well. Zach LaVine, 32 points, 3 rebounds and 1 assist, 11 from 18 from the field, 3 from 7 from the 3-point line. As you've all noticed, the big three plays well, the big three wins the game. There's really no arguments here. I think we've come to see now, when the big three play well, we will win most of these games. It's when the big three, at least one of them decides to crumble under the pressure, or one of them falls, or one of them don't deliver what they can deliver, that will actually hurt this team in more ways than one. And we always seem to lose those types of games. But today, Zach, very good efficiency, very good scoring. I wouldn't say he did much of anything else, but very good stuff. Vucevic, good at playmaking, good rebounding, good points, good efficiency. DeMar DeRozan, good playmaking, good points, good efficiency. Altogether, they all played very well. They all had positive plus minuses as well. You can't really ask for too much more in that instance as well. But that's the key. How often can the big three play together, and how well can they play together and win games? I think that's really the difference. If you see Vucevic have a bad game this time out, the Bulls would probably lose. You see Zach LaVine have his 4-point performance from the last time against reverse Orlando, we will lose the game. But they all did have solid games this time out, and we walked away with a win. Ayo Dosunmu, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist and 2 blocks on the night. 1 from 4 from the field and 1 from 4 from the 3-point line. When I look at Ayo's stats, I'm baffled that all of his shots came from the 3-point line today. I feel like, once again, I don't know if it's an Ayo problem or a Billy Donovan problem. I don't necessarily think we use Ayo very well, but surely he can take more points attacking the basket and being aggressive. The fact that he had 4 3-point shots and only made 1 of them, and that was all it took today, it kind of shows to me like we're using him in a situation where he's not the best at. He's not the best 3-point shooter out there. Look, he has a great mid-range game, great playmaking game with the pick and rolls and whatnot. He's obviously very good in the mid-range attacking the basket, but 3-point shots, look, I think he can make them, of course, but it's definitely not his go-to shot for his own game. So I think we've got to diversify how we use Ayo a little bit more. Go and attack the basket a little bit, and he's been doing that for most of the season. Go and get your mid-range shots, which I wish he did more of this season as well. These are the things I wish Ayo would do. Standing in the 3-point line and taking 3-point shots, yes, of course, if it's open, take it. I'll never say don't take an open shot, especially for a guy like Ayo, but I think we could do a little bit more with him, and we're just simply not doing it. Alex Caruso, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals. Got into foul trouble in this game as well, But overall, very, very good night for Alex Caruso. Again, a very high plus minus. I thought he was absolutely everywhere on defense as well. Yeah, at the end of the day, can't really say too much about Alex Caruso except for very good performance. Coby White, 0 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Only took 5 shots in this game, missed all 5 of them. Very, very bad, I guess, scoring night for Coby White. Look, there's 19 minutes being played for Coby White and he missed all of his shots. He got 0 points in general. He had a good defensive night, I would say, as well. At least he tried very hard defensively, but for Coby White, you have to expect more than 0 points on the night. It's as simple as that. Derrick Jones, 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal on the night. 2 from 3 from the field, 1 from 2 from the 3-point line. Solid night from Derrick Jones, if I do say so myself. And last but not least, Goran Dragic, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. 2 from 5 from the field, and 2 from 5 from the 3-point line. Very similar with Goran Dragic, how I see Ayo as well. I like them shooting threes, and Goran Dragic is a very good 3-point shooter, and I think his statistics for his entire career at least proves that he's a capable 3-point shooter and 3-point shot maker. But again, it's something that I think we could use Goran Dragic in different ways. You see him when he attacks the mid-range, he's very crafty. He can get crafty layups going as well. He could do these types of things, and I just don't think we saw that a lot in this game. But other than that, he scored 7 points and 5 assists. Great night for Goran Dragic, if I do say so myself as well. Moving into the must improve of the night, I will give it to Coby White. 19 minutes and 0 points. I understand he's had a very good couple of weeks for sure. Very good month, I would say, in total as well. But at the end of the day, I think 0 points is just not good enough, really. And at the end of the day, with 19 minutes as well, I just think it's really that simple. If we're going to have a go at Alex Caruso for doing some of those things on occasion, you have to have the same mentality and mindset for Coby White when he does the same. So that's where I would go to. I think he needs to take more shots than 5, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We ended up winning the game. I don't really care too much about this situation. My player of the game, I'm going to give it to Nikola Vucevic. I know DeMar was fantastic in this game, but you know, this is the stomping grounds of Nikola Vucevic. In the last couple of times he's been in Orlando, he actually hasn't had great games against Orlando, even the one at home as well. He was bullied by Wendell a couple of times, and all of their centers really, but he had a great game this time out. And of course, maybe it's sentimental, whatnot, but when you're doing it against your old team, I think that gives you extra bonus points in my eyes. The Bulls record is 23-26. We are 3 games below 500. Again, we seem to be around this mark all season, really. And I don't know what it's going to take for us to bounce to the 500, above 500 mark. I just still believe whatever we do for the rest of the season, our limit right now is to play in. I think that's what we're going to have to deal with very, very soon. But our next game is going to be against the Los Angeles Clippers. That's a dangerous team, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be at home, so we have the home court advantage there. It's a team in the West. We haven't done very well against the Western Conference teams, so it's a big game, I would say, the Bulls and the Clippers, and we'll wait and see how things go. Do I think we can win this game? We seem to beat the good team, so I would say that we're definitely in for a chance to win this game, but it's definitely a game to be taken extremely seriously. I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Again, like I'm on autopilot right now with the Bulls. Look, a win is always positive, and I'll always feel a little bit more happier than I do frustrated with this Bulls team on a day that they win. But I am on autopilot. I'm cruising through, seeing what will happen with this Bulls team. I kind of am waiting for that trade deadline to approach. I want to see what business, if any business, the Bulls decide to make. And I guess I'm getting prepared for us doing something or for us not doing something, and how I'm going to feel in those moments. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. But yes, there are still games to discuss. There are still games we got to watch. And I guess we'll be watching all of those things, just waiting for that time to come. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next Chicago Bulls video, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care.